Welcome back to another episode of the Youth Academy Career Mode here with Wakefield. We are now into the December month in our first season of the Champions League, in which could be the final season of this entire series. So if you did enjoy this and if you are enjoying this series, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe and let me know in the comments what team you would like me to do next, because I am probably going to go ahead and stay daily uploading at least well, not really at least. I'm probably going to be daily uploading at least until maybe a day or two before the EAFC 24 launch in late September. So August month, we might have a new career mode. Who knows? It's up to you, or we go ahead and just stop uploading completely and take a 1.5 month break. That will probably not happen at all, because that would drive me absolutely insane. I don't know why I'm blabbering. We're 55 seconds in, and I've just said absolutely bull stuff. We currently sit third in the league as it stands, but we do have a game in hand against pretty much everyone else that is, well, against everyone that is else above us, in which we are 3 points behind both Man City and Chelsea. We have a goal difference of 11, so if we were to win our next game by 3, we would go top of the table with a goal difference of 14. However, that game in hand it's technically not Arsenal. It would technically be against Spurs, but it's going to count as Arsenal, possibly. No, it won't count as Arsenal at all. So it's going to be the game against Tottenham, which is that game is in hand. Chelsea finally losing 2 games. As far as the Champions League, we went ahead and wrapped that up last episode as well. We finished first in the group stage with 14 points. Celtic actually went ahead and beat Hoffenheim. I literally said it last episode. If we were to beat Hoffenheim and Celtic went out, they would go ahead and beat them. That is what happened. So Celtic finished second in the group. Is all the group stage games done? Yes, so we can go through them quickly. Alright, like I said, we finished first, so we could play second in any group. So Villarreal out of Group A, Napoli out of Group B, Bayern Munich out of Group C, AC Milan out of Group D, Ajax out of Group E, Spurs out of Group F. We can't play Celtic, or Shakhtar Donetsk out of Group H, PSG into the Europa League. That's insane. I'm hoping for Shakhtar Donetsk, maybe Ajax, and hopefully either Villarreal or Napoli. I feel like I could beat those. But knowing my luck, I'm going to get a Bayern Munich or something like that. But let's go and get into this game against Arsenal to kick today's episode off. And we go on Arsenal at the Emirates. Let's see if we can go ahead and beat them. They have a very decent team. Moyano in for Hoffman. Simon Hoffman open and scoring. No. Ziegler on the rebound. No. Steele on the third shot. Yes. Wakefield eventually take the lead. It took us 3 attempts there. Hoffman missed. Hoffman got saved. Ziegler hit the post, and Steele found the back of the net. And we're up 1-0 against Arsenal. This shot right here, it's fine to miss it. This shot right here, you just should not be missing that at all. Thankfully, Steele found the back of the net. Hoffman will take this on his right foot, and Hoffman will find the back of the net, making up for his earlier miss. And it's 2-0 here against Arsenal. Cruise control early, putting them down into the depths and out of the Champions League spot for right now. And we are looking to go top of the table. Be outpaced though by Batado, and we'll go into the break up 2-0 against Arsenal. Saka, Bukayo Saka trying to create some type of life for Arsenal. The shot was blocked off Rio's head. No, it says the referee. It says his hand. That is criminal. That quite clearly came off of his head. Unless I'm losing my mind. No, that came off his shoulder. That's not handball at all. That's not handball at all. Martinelli will come on for Smith throw. Also, as far as board objectives, obviously I changed them last episode. I'm not going to show y'all every episode, but win the Prem, win Champions League, and don't get robbed by the computer. That is why you have to turn off the goalkeeper, the penalties for PKs, and if you keep them on, just have them for non-PKs, because that is absolutely criminal. It quite clearly came off the dude's shoulder and head. And Saka now has an easy goal to put him back into a spot to level this game up. Davey will send it up the field for Hoffman. Hoffman should be able to outpace Batado. Can he beat the keeper on the second time running? Yes, he can. And Hoffman scores a go-ahead goal and the winner confirmer. And we should be top of the table. Obviously, Chelsea did play today. And as long as they win, they will be top of the table. but we are now properly in the title race after what I thought was going to be a hard bounce back after drawing to Chelsea last episode and even losing in Newcastle on the simulations and West Ham for all of being. But we go ahead and beat Arsenal here 3-1 at the Emirates. We walk out back to Wakefield. And that actually was the game in hand because they didn't play at all. We're top of the table with a 4 losses, 1 draw, 11 wins, 34 points, a 3-way tie between us, Chelsea, and Manchester City for first spot right now, but we take it off of first spot for the time being. However, we have Tottenham, Liverpool, and City to still play in this episode. Hoffman has scored 5 goals in his last 3 games. Let's see if we can continue that fine form. Obviously, first season back into the Premier League last season. He scored 50 goals, not in the Premier League, but 50 goals in the season. That was obviously when he was 99 overall. He's now 95. We did downgrade him because we just had to. But he's still absolutely insane at 95 overall. Udoji Veta opens the scoring, and they're in front for Tottenham. It's 1-0. Ziegler over the top for Hoffman on the volley, the flying volley in fact, and he'll level it off a kickoff. It's 1-1, and of course it's the Hoffman man to do it. He'll find Ziegler on the pass back. Shot was blocked out for Gonzalo Ramos, and that will be halftime. 1 win against Tottenham at the break. Right over the top, and right in behind, a massive touch. It won't affect him. Will that be a penalty? It will be. Young took out the defender, and he actually only picked up a yellow card for that. I wonder if the defender was missing that shot if he didn't tackle him. I think he might have. But it's going to be a penalty here for Tottenham. It's going to be Gonzalo Ramos to take it. I'm going right. He goes left. It's 2-1 Tottenham. A 2-1 loss against Tottenham, so our short life at the top of the table is very short. It only lasted a couple days, and now we have to bounce back against Liverpool in just 2 days' time. And we didn't rest a single player at all. That'll be interesting. And we are going to go ahead and watch this game against Liverpool via the simulation, because I still want to only play 3 games, but we will jump in if this game, if need be. But the team actually ain't that bad. The only player that might be a little tired is Ziegler. Everybody else is completely fine. So we go ahead and play Liverpool here and hope for the best and try and bounce back with a win. Simon Hoffman opens the scoring 42 minutes in. We're up 1-0. And they've had the better of us so far. 67 possession to our 33 is absolutely insane. And that lead did not last at all. Under goes ahead and equalizes it. 1-1 right before the break. Honestly, looking at that, it's kind of fitting. 1-1 at the break, though. Ryu tackled, no foul, says a referee. Steele now in for Hoffman. Hoffman splitting the defense, and Simon Hoffman with a brace. It's 2-1 now here against Liverpool at. Is it at Wakefield? No, it's at Anfield. And they just passed the ball right back to Hoffman. Hoffman's in behind. Hoffman laid off for Steele. Steele now trying to control it somewhat a little bit. 16 goals in 18 matches for Hoffman. Daniels heads it out. It might fall for Hoffman. We'll go ahead and get the play on. Less than 10 minutes left in this goal by Simon Hoffman. And if he were to score it, could be the one to seal the deal. Simon Hoffman! 3-1, a hat trick for Hoffman. And we bounce back after that loss against Tottenham. Dembele, Vanderson. Thankfully, we scored that third because we would be down or we'd be tied 2-2. A win against Liverpool, though, will see us back into the title race, back into the mix, and we could go ahead and beat Man City and be completely into the top first spot again, at least top 2. We probably sit 3rd at the moment, but a 3-2 win against Liverpool at Anfield. With a hat trick from Hoffman, that's beautiful to see. Man United side, thank you, Pedri, Barandra, and Elmas. Goes ahead and scores. Young, the sole goal scorer for us. And they get the job done over us. We're out of the Carabao Cup. Let's jump into it. In fact, we are going to give Jacobs a start over Ziegler because Ziegler has not been doing good this episode. He had 1 good assist for Hoffman earlier on. We got to beat Man City here. We just have to. We're going to have time. 0-0 here against Manchester City. It's not the worst result. They'll still be 3 points ahead of us, but they at least won't be 6. Daniels wins the ball back after a poor pass. Now Simon Hoffman on the ball. Simon Hoffman from an awkward angle takes the lead. It's 1-0 for Wakefield. And probably rightfully so, Wakefield are in front here against Manchester City, and we are currently top of the table now. Now cross, Kessier, Sieta intercepted, but Holland won it back. It's Kessier, Sieta tackled, Waters on the ball, Sieta won't win it, it'll be Holland who win the header. Thankfully it falls to Evans. Ryu wins the ball, Yardes passes back to the keeper, he'll clear up the field. Moyano will have an advantage here, handball. Davies in behind, Davy will find Hoffman on the volley. 2-0 for Wakefield. Man City have a man derby to kick things off in the next month. But we're up 2-0 against Manchester City off a beautiful counterattack. And that should be the one to seal the win there and put us back into the top of the table. Sieta tackle, Evans will clear, but it'll fall for Ventina. Don't let him get a goal. Actually, you can let him get a goal now. It's late enough in the game to where it won't really matter. And Davey, Ziegler, and Hoffman all on the counterattack. And Hoffman will put it away, and Hoffman will make it 3-0. That's a hat-trick for Hoffman as well. Absolutely cruise control kind of against Manchester City after scoring that second goal. It was a battle for pretty much 80 minutes of this game. Thankfully, we have full control over the game now, and it'll be a 3-0 win against Manchester City to retake that top spot in the league. Beautiful work from the boys, and there might be enough time to get us a fourth or for them to get a goal. And game over, a 3-0 win against Manchester City. We're back into the top of the table. Hoffman will take the match ball, obviously getting a hat-trick. He deserves it fully. An insane episode against 4 Big 6 clubs. We lost to Tottenham, beat Arsenal, beat Liverpool, and demolished Manchester City. And that will put us back into the top of the table. And hopefully we can maintain that position and at least be in a fight. We do have Chelsea early on into January. So that'll be another big, big battle as they look to try and rebound after somewhat dipping form. But we are first, City are second, Chelsea in third, United to wrap out the current top 4, Leicester, Spurs, and Arsenal finishing out the Europa spots, and Liverpool in 11th. And has Leeds United finally won a game? They have. They finally pick up their first win of the season, but it's looking like they might actually go down straight away. Anyway, this deep into the episode, but halfway through the season, we sit on 40 points, 5 losses, 13 wins, only 1 draw. Who's the top goal scorer of the club at the moment? I'm assuming it's Hoffman. 28 goals halfway through the season. He has 5 goals in 5 Champions League games, 3 in 3 Carabao Cup games. He didn't score in the Community Shield, but that doesn't really count. And 20 goals in the Premier League after only 19 games. Absolutely insane. Davey being the assist man he is. I will see y'all next episode for the January transfer window. Where do we have any money to spend? We have $59 million to spend. I don't think we're really going to be able to bring anyone in. We also could show you, hold on, before we end the episode, show you the Champions League. The Champions League, around of 16, like I said, we could get Shakhtar, we can get Spurs, Ajax, AC Milan, Bayern Munich, Napoli, or Villarreal. And we went ahead and got Ajax. I'm honestly happy with that. I wanted Ajax, Shakhtar Donetsk, or Villarreal, or Napoli as one of my teams. So thankfully, we get lucky there. Real Madrid versus Bayern Munich, that's an insane game. Barcelona versus Spurs, that'll be easy for Barca. But other than that, it's really Real Madrid versus Bayern Munich. That's a massive, massive game. Other than that, everyone seems very one-sided. Maybe Chelsea, Milan. But we should win. Atletico should win. Chelsea should win. Man United should win. Barcelona should go through. As well as Villarreal. Maybe Leipzig. That's up in there. That's a mid-battle. Man City should go through. And then Bayern Munich versus Real Madrid. It's too close to call. I will see y'all for next episode. Leave a like, subscribe, and peace out.